Well, we just want to give you a little quick insight about the video that you're about to see. Josh and I went to Cuba in 2019.
Yep.
2019, we did a 4-day cruise through Royal Caribbean, which made the process super easy to get into the country. There are tourist travel is restricted right now. However, there are 12 categories of travel in which you can enter the country. The U.S. Embassy has a great website. It gives you all that information. It's cu.usembassy.gov. The visa cost us, I want to say $75 on the ship. It was super easy for us. We went to check in on the ship, we filled out the paperwork, we got our visa to get into the country. The excursion that we chose, generally when we go on a cruise, we are going to be in the water when we get to port. We love to snorkel, we love to be in the water. This is the only port I think we've ever been to that we did an excursion that didn't put us in the water. But it was Havana. We didn't know if this would be our only shot to see the city, so we really wanted to get as much of the culture and as much of the city and the people as we possibly could. So a lot of this video and pictures you're going to see come from the inside of a tour bus. It's still great video, you can still see a lot of things, but we just had a video when and where we could. So you're going to see a lot of things from inside the bus, but we also got a lot of activity outside the bus as well. And I think in the beginning of this video, when we were on the bus when we started the tour, I think it's important to listen to our tour guide and what he's saying. He has some good information and some good insight on Cuba and Americans. He was very interesting. He was a great tour guide, and we really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and a lot of things with Cuba, and he hits it. Most Americans don't know a whole lot about Cuba, and we were too. We got there, still don't. But that's why we did the guided tour. We went to a cigar factory, and in the cigar factory, unfortunately, we don't have any video footage or photos because they don't allow that. You couldn't take any bags in there. You could not take anything inside the cigar factory. It was a lot of fun and very interesting to watch these people hand roll all these cigars. I wish we could have taken photo and video, but still Cuba.
They literally had people in the dark corners watching us. As we would go upstairs, you would see somebody in the corner watching you, people in the hallways, and they did that for a couple of reasons. They wanted to make sure that nobody was trying to buy cigars under the table, and also just a privacy issue. They didn't want cameras, they didn't want video. We actually had somebody that was on our tour was escorted away from the group for something. I don't know if it was a photo or trying to buy a cigar or what, but he was escorted away.
They escorted him out to the bus, and he was on the bus when we came back out. They are very strict about what goes on in there. I mean, it is Cuba. We went and we saw all the taxi cabs. You know how you see in the movies and the pictures and all this. You see the old cars, and you're thinking, well, it's just for the pictures and the movies. No, it's actually how Cuba really is. So as we were taking the tour bus around town, and we stopped, got off the bus, and walked down a back street to the cigar factory, and offsetting down an alley was a 57 Chevy. It looked in mint condition. I mean, and it looks like you see in the pictures. Beautiful cars. And we did have the opportunity to purchase Cuban cigars, actually legally, and you could actually bring a certain amount back into the States. We brought
coffee.
Yes.
The coffee was amazing. I brought 2 huge bags back. If I could have brought more, I would. It was a sad day when I made my last cup.
Yeah, if you ever do get an opportunity to go to Cuba, definitely get some coffee, get some rum, and get you a couple cigars. It's just the fact that it's a Cuban cigar.
So. The nostalgia of it. But we got a lot of great video. We went to Revolution Square. You'll see that. We drove by. We got a couple of pictures of the hotel that a lot of the famous Americans stay in whenever they do travel to Cuba. One of the Godfather movies was filmed there. But we got a lot of great video. You can see actually what Havana looks like and how it is. You'll see a little time lapse of the sun and things like that. So we had a great time. If you guys do get a chance to go to Cuba, we would highly recommend it.
It's a beautiful place. The water and what we saw of the water was gorgeous. The history around there, it's amazing. It's definitely a trip worth taking. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you have any questions or any comments or anything that you'd like to know, any other information that we have on the trip, I'll gladly let you know. one thing before I forget. Whenever you take and you exchange money, if you take US dollars, there is a tax just for bringing US currency. What we ended up doing is we converted our US currency to euros, took euros over, and there wasn't a tax on the euros. So there's still a fee to exchange from euros to Cuban pesos, in which there are 2 types of Cuban pesos. So definitely make sure you know which ones you're getting. All right, enjoy the video. Smile, sweetheart. See, I told y'all she's deaf.
I'm concentrating.
I'm Elio, the guide, as simple as that. And let me introduce you to the most important person on the bus, which is our driver. His name is Raul.
Hey, Raul.
What's up, Raul?
My man.
And I've been working for the last 25 years of my life as a tour guide. I'm just 26. I wish. I've been working with Americans. And the one thing I've learned working with Americans for the last 25 years of my life is that, hey guys, you were famous all over the world because of being politically correct. Yes, you were. You know when that changed. Election time, when being unpolitically correct was fashionable, but you know what? That's more than okay with us. We're Latins. And we Latins were famous all over the world because of lacking politically correctness. I would dare to say that the biggest issue in the United States with the average American is that the average American, they know very little or nothing about Cuba. So this is the right time, the right tour, the right staff, the right guide to ask any of these questions. Why is that important? Because of the last day, it won't be a group of 17 Americans sailing back home. It will be a group of 17 ambassadors on behalf of my people sailing back home. Choose.
Ernesto Che Guevara using a way to roller and smoke it at the same time. It's very easy. Something like this. And what I'm doing this.
United in the other side. So 10 of them. What is those? What is those? Salsa, cha-cha-cha, baby, this for us. How's that? Looks good. All right, all right, all right.
Hey, we made it to Cuba. We've been to Cigar Factory. We learned how to properly smoke cigars and get our vitamin R. As
Listen to
Emilio's.
some really cool Cuban bands, Cuban music. But right now we're in Revolution Square. Our guide told us this is where Castro made the longest speech ever in history, 8 hours. So it's kind of a really cool place to be.
This has been a great trip. A lot of information, a whole lot of history.
The people are great. It's
Really eye-opening. I can attest the last 5 hours we've been here, it's been great.
It's amazing.
People are nice. Everybody's friendly. So, but
And
so
it's
far,
a beautiful place in its own way. Like it's not fancy. It's not you know, a lot of new buildings, but it's in its own way. It's very unique and very, very beautiful.
I recommend everybody to definitely come try it out. So, get some more videos and some more pictures, and hopefully you can enjoy.
Hey guys, that statue over there on the top, that's one of the symbols of a city.
Oh yeah.
I think your rubber dog must be there.
Yeah,